Hey everybody, welcome to Trending Thursday. My name is Glenn Tompkins, Senior Instructor here at VectorVest. Glad to be here. If you can hear me, by all means, please respond in the chat, preferably with VV Nation, and let me know that I am coming across loud and clear. For all my brand new people that are here, shout out to you. Welcome. If you're brand new and you haven't subscribed to our channel already, please don't forget to do that. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so that you'll be alerted to when videos and live streams like this happen. If you like the content, don't forget to hit the like button. Let me know. That's a good way to let me know that it was worth it for you to stop by today if you hit the like button. And most of all, everybody right here, all of VV Nation, I need you to share this link. Share this link right now. This is an important day. Could this be a game changer? And that's probably what a lot of people want to know. Is the CPI number right now a game changer? But share this. Let other people know what we're doing here on our YouTube channel so they can get some of the insight that you're getting as well. Carol, I'm going to sing. What do I want to sing today, Joey? Joey had a stupid song in my head yesterday. But
that was the Crocodile Rock.
Was it the Crocodile Rock? Could we get a full call up today? What do you mean a full? Oh, you mean a confirmed call up today? We'll see. Glenn, would you go short today? Nope. Not doing that yet. Celebration time. Come on.
Do 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 do. It's a celebration.
Dun 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 dun. Yahoo!
It's a celebration.
All right, so there we go. Not only that, I got another song for you today. How many of you know whose birthday it is today? Whose birthday is it today? All right, I'm gonna sing you a song. I'm gonna sing you a song for that too. Da 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 da. Hoorah! Today is the Marine Corps' birthday. For all of you who do know, I am a United States Marine, proud to have been one. There's no such thing as an ex-Marine unless your name is Lee Harvey Oswald. Those are the only, there's another one that's an ex-Marine too, but I am a Marine and today is the Marine Corps' birthday. Hoorah, gotta love it, gotta love it, gotta love it. All right. So today, man, the market is kicking butt and taking names. How about the Dow is up 1,000 points? 1,000 points. I'm going to bring up so I can see, excuse me, the homepage. 1,000 points on the Dow. Everything is kicking butt and taking names. How many of you right now are celebrating? Type a 1 in the room. You're welcome, Kevin. How many of you, type a 1 in the room if you're celebrating today? Big move in the market, and I sit back and I look at the big names. Kirby, I'm with you, Kirby. I'm not celebrating to a certain degree because I have to sit back and ask myself this question. And I've asked myself this question and asked you guys this question for the longest time. Is this a viable move in the market, folks? All right, so now a lot of you may be a little bit more aggressive, taking some aggressive plays. Am I happy that XROF is making me money for a couple of days in a row? Absolutely, on my more speculative play. I am waiting. Is this real? Bill, that's a great question. And I think we all have to ask ourselves this question is this real? And at some point in time, there's going to be a realization to that to answer to that question. What does our guidance still say, even with a big day like today? What does our guidance say? VectorVest still advocates caution when buying stocks at this time. All right, one day doesn't make a trend, but this is a big update. There's no getting around that. Shorts are getting smoked. Absolutely, Keith. I'm one that's holding a Contra, still holding high beta, HIBS. It's down today about 20%. I'm still up in it. I still making money and I'm still up in it. Now, the questions are coming in. Should I sell short? Should I sell my, the thing is you guys have to make your own decisions on what you want to do. But what I am going to do today is I'm going to take a look at some news that's moving the market. And the big overarching news happens to be about the CPI. Can I click it? I still can't click it from here. I need to go to the web stories here. All right. So it should go up once more once AZ learns how to count. Listen, a lot of what still holds me back in running with this market to a better degree is that the elections are still up in the air. That doesn't bode well for the market. I think that today's market action is because of this. October inflation report shows consumer prices rose 7.7% from the year earlier, but inflation eased in October as underlying price increases, excluding energy and food, slowed from a 4-decade high. But look at the number. It's still at 7.7%. Are voting results also helping the market? I'm a big believer of, because the results are still ambiguous, it is affecting the market. How many of you agree with that? How many of you agree with the ambiguous market? An ambiguous election is affecting the market. Type a 1 in the room. Type a 1 in the room. Type a 2 if you don't think that that is the case. I still think, now, no matter what side of it, I'm not talking about who's conservative, who's liberal. None of that is on the table. My question is, how many of you think that the ambiguity of the election is still affecting the market? And for the most part, we got some 2s in here, but for the most part, looks like we have more 1s than anything. And I think that that is real. I don't think it should be that way. Don't get me wrong. I don't think that the election should affect the market, but I think it does affect the market sentiment, what they feel. And that's overall, for a lot of times, what is moving the market to a certain degree. Now, as I look at that story, how about this? Fed may need to hike interest rates above 6% to crush inflation. That comes from Larry Summers. That's somebody that a lot of people listen to. But I've got a lot of people on the other side saying that the Fed is getting ready to pivot. If you think the Fed is now being pushed by way of the data to pivot, type a 1. Type a 1 if you think that the Fed is being pushed to the point of pivoting, type a 1. For those of you who still think that the Fed is going to stay the course, type a 2. All right, put all of this stuff together. And why do we have to have this? Why do we have to have this conversation? Because this is affecting how we invest. Now, a lot of you are on that optimism side, that hopiosity side, that he's going to pivot. So let me explain what a pivot means as opposed to pausing. A pivot means that he's going to stop raising and start lowering. So when I ask that question, how many of you still think that he's going to pivot, that he's going to stop raising and start lowering? The other side of the fence is that will still push the market higher, is that he either pauses or he starts raising 0.5% rather than a full. All right, so if you're looking at those things, when you talk about the word pivot, the pivot means to turn the other direction. And I think that word is being used. I don't think that word means what you think that word what that word means. Is that how they said it in Princess Bride? I don't think that word means what you think it means. Pivot means he's going to turn the other direction. But for the mind stake of what he could do to show that he's becoming a little bit more dovish is to pause it and let what he's done already work its way through, because it's a lag. Or 2, instead of raising 75 basis points, only raise 50 basis points. That's right. It is inconceivable. It's inconceivable, you know? So, no, will go up at a lower rate. There you go. Michael feels that way. I don't think that. Pushed by politics, not data, says Ninja. Do you think that the Fed, I don't think the Fed so far has been pushed by politics. Not yet. Nobody, you know, when looking at the data still shows that he's got some work to do. And I'm going to show a little bit in that. I'll show a little bit about that in the software today. All right. Let's go. Kenneth, think you're right. All right. Let's go. Next one. Another Fed person. Fed's Daily would rather do too much on rates than too little. And I think a lot of people don't like this sentiment, that he's going to overshoot. I think that he will try and do more and overshoot rather than let inflation run high and then have to come back and address it again. So this is Fed's Daily. I'm just putting out what different pieces and parts of the Fed are doing. Fed's Daily says would rather do too much on rates than too little. We already feel it. Oh, okay. How about we do this? Thank you, Joey. How about, there we go. Oh man, what did I just do? I didn't want to do that. Stop doing that, Joey. There we go. We already feel that the Fed is going to overshoot anyway, but Fed's Daily is backing up that they would rather to overshoot than not. All right. Ninja says the Fed has, he said nothing about $4 trillion dropped into the economy. That's a lot of money out there. Ravi, I'm of the mindset of DRV right now because we're going to get to that in a second. As a matter of fact, I'm going to jump to that story real quick. Ravi, home prices growth slows under the tide of rising mortgage rates. I'm still on the side of the bearish side of real estate for this reason. I took an Uber yesterday to the my mechanic because my Excursion is in the shop. Folks, I had to pay like $2,000 to get a new radiator for the Excursion. Anyway, my Uber driver was talking about he bought a home prior to COVID, and a lot of people were buying houses sight unseen. They were paying top dollar for the houses just because they wanted them. He's like, now, I'm glad I did it when I did because there's no way I would be buying a house now. So, Ravi, in regards to would I go with DRV or DRM, I'm still on the side of DRV because a lot of people are backing out of homes. The mortgage rates are just going up. VectorVest notes, singing Joey, Glenn gets lost singing. How did I get lost singing? What did I get lost singing for? I didn't get lost singing. Sigh. Home prices are going down fast in Canada. Is that the case? Well, we ain't in Canada. Are people buying houses in Canada? Well, the prices are going down because they need the people to go buy the homes because the interest rates, mortgage rates are high. All right, so don't be talking about my car. James says, Ford, fix or repair daily. My truck doesn't get repaired daily, just repaired every couple of years. DRV down today, still holding. And DRV is down today because the market's kicking butt and taking names. Contras are not the place to be unless you are still long-term bearish. And I am on a couple of things. Another part of this, jobless claims. Jobless claims ticked up but remain still historically low. That is another reason why the Fed's got to continue to raise rates because he's trying to shrink the economy. But if unemployment is still low, is he really shrinking the economy at this point in time? So these are things that are going to keep the Fed, in my opinion, keep the Fed hawkish. I think that a lot of what's going on in the sentiment is that that everybody thinks that the Fed is going to have to turn around and stop because he's killing the economy. Well, the problem is in Jackson Hole, the Fed said he was going to hurt the economy. And if he's going to stick to his guns, I think that the terminal rate is going to have to go higher than what he said. He was like 5 or so. I'm thinking that he's probably have to take the terminal rate up to about 7. Anybody on board with that? Anybody on board that the terminal rate is going to go higher than he thought it was going to be? Type of 1. If you think that the terminal rate is going to be right where he said it was going to be, type of 2. Type of 1, if you think the terminal rate that the Fed thought it was going to be at is going to be higher. Type of 2, if you think he's going to be right in line. I am of the mindset of a 1. I think that it's going to have to be higher. And we're going to talk about, again, we're going to talk about that. Jim, I'm going to tell you, Cody, I'm going to tell you why I don't think that that's the case. For all the people who are typing a 2, I'm going to show you why I don't think it's the case. But the majority of the people are on board with Glenn. Why are you talking about cards? Leave the cards alone, Roger. Stop messing with the cards. 1, he said it was going to go higher. All right. But a lot of people, if you look at the numbers of 2s that are coming up in the room, Michael, a lot of people are of the mindset. And I think you guys have that optimism that the market has been hurt and that, this is enough is enough. I don't think we've gotten to the point where enough is enough yet. Even though inflation pulled back a little bit, folks, it's still at 7.7%. That's high. That's high. All right. So he said so I say too. Again, but you see how many people are in the room typing a 2. So that's why I like having this conversation. All right. Last, before we get into our stories, I want to bring it back up again. My last link here is for the VectorVest store. Brand new. We want you guys to be able to partake of a lot of the VectorVest swag that you have access to. You would go to www.vectorvest.com/VV store. Joey's going to put a link in the room for you, /VV store. And I don't know why Joey, why didn't they put me up here to model the VectorVest t-shirt or shirt? Why didn't they tell me to do that? All right. Anyway, there's a lot of things that you can do at the store. You can take a trial to the VectorVest software if you've never done that, a 30-day risk-free trial. You can take advantage of some of our coaching from right here, but I want to take you into the cool stuff, apparel and accessories. Not that everything in here is not cool, but this is the swag, baby. Here's a mug. All right. And the thing is, because this is a grand opening on the store, anything that you buy is 15% off automatically. When you get to the end, to close out of your cart, the 15% will automatically be taken off of you. Interest rates has to be higher. I expect mortgage rates to be above 8 to 10%, and higher than 15% is not far away. I'm with that as well. What did Mark say? Can I buy a JC watch list folder in the store? Really? Hold on. This is for you. And then I'm going to put this on for you too. James says, Glenn, you're much too handsome to be a fashion model. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. VectorVest needs to stick to the market. Well, we are sticking to the market. We do. Where do we not stick to the market? This is something that a lot of people, Winter, want to know about. So we put this out there to be able to give you guys an opportunity to get some VectorVest swag. All right. So that's it. www.vectorvest.com/VV store. I wanted to spend a lot of time on the CPI number and how it's affecting the market. But you know something? My good friend Todd Schaefer said to me, he says, Glenn, I want you to do something. All right. I want you to show people our climate graph. This is a VectorVest composite, tracks over 9,000 stocks. You can see how big the candle is today. The candle is huge. That's a huge candle, right, Joey? That's huge, right?
Yes.
That's a huge candle, big open candle, very little wick at the top, so very little selling pressure. But from the open, the stock market just went up, broke through a level of resistance, which was sitting here on our composite at the price of $54.56. As I mentioned to you, our homepage tells our subscribers to still be cautious, even with, that's not I don't think that's a one white soldier, Stephanie. That's a gap. That's a gap. That's not a one white soldier. That's more of a one white soldier here. All right. With no follow through. That's a gap. All right. And big move up in the day. And again, if you watch tomorrow's video, it's going to go into a lot more detail about what's going on because of the CPI number. I'm going to prove a case on two different sides. You need to watch it. What was the title of the video, Joey? I forget what it was. Oh, CPI data. Is it a game changer? That's what tomorrow's video is going to be about, the 6 p.m. So make sure you tune in to watch that. And I want you to chime in on what you feel in regards to that video come over the weekend. You got all weekend to chime in and let me know what you feel about that. Can I buy Glenn's energy level in the VV store? Man, if it's illegal to get my energy level. Ooh, if you get I don't think you can handle it. I don't think you can handle my energy level. Googly muggly boogly. I don't think you can't handle my energy level. That was from a different movie. That was from a totally different movie. Did you say it is or isn't a game changer? So Kirby, that's the name of the Friday video is CPI data, game changer, question mark. All right. So that's what it is. Hey, do you think Tesla is turning around here? Ooh, wait, Tesla's turning around. Why? Because the market's up today. Other than that, I don't think so. Elon Musk is taking a lot of money out of Tesla to pay for Twitter. I'm thinking that Tesla investors are not liking that because it's drawing the stock's price down. I still think when you look at the EV space, Tesla is still the big boy in that. But if you look at a graph of Tesla, it's getting beaten up. I'd wait for the stock to show me something different right now. When Glenn and Patrick are in the Jockey Club, we make money, take action. When Steve is there too, all of us give you an opportunity to make money. It looks like a lot of people watch and read commentary on what the Fed will do rather than actually listening to Powell. Look at that. Jay Roth, hold on. I love that statement. Everybody who agrees with that statement, type a 1 in the room. Everybody who agrees with that statement, type a 1 in the room. Because what we're going through and what the market is showing us is hope and optimism. and that optimism in what they think the Fed is going to do and what they think. But he's right. Powell is telling you what he's going to do. But even with that being said, everybody still has a way of, well, he's got to pivot now, so let's go. He's got to see the light, so let's go. No, he can't kill the economy, so let's go. Folks, J. Roth, that is, damn, that's good. That's all I can say. That is a great statement, and I think we all need to pay attention to it. Now, for everybody who's typing a 2, that's your choice. That's your choice. But the Fed is speaking and telling you that he's going to cause the economy some pain. He said it. And J. Roth, I take my hat off to you. That's a hell of a statement, and it's true in my opinion. It's true. But do you listen to the market? Oh, hush up. Do you listen to the market or the Fed? Michael, the market is sentimental. The market is sentimental. So when I talk about what the Fed has said, what he's going to do, and what you see right here on this screen, 2 different things. 2 different things. This is anticipatory. What else does the market look at? Well, I think that our earnings are going to be great. And what happened? Well, I think the Fed's going to pivot. And what's happening? So, yeah, what you see here is what we as investors, how we move the market. We move the market from here. But if we use this and look at what you see here, it tells you a different story. And guess what? You can't fight this kind of move. So one of the biggest things that I'm going to say in the current market's conditions is you take what the market gives you. If it's giving you a buying opportunity, you take it. For those of you like me or Kirby that are still holding contras and we're getting our butts kicked, well, that's because I'm looking at further down the line. I'm not looking at the sentiment here. I'm still looking at the Fed. I'm still looking at the market. I'm still looking at the data. Because of those things, I still got my foot in the water on the downside. But on a day like today, I'm absolutely going to take advantage of the move to the upside. MTI is above 1, so the underlying trend in the market is up. I can't fight the trend. No matter what I think up here, I can't fight the trend. And I'm not going to tell you to. I'm not going to tell you to. All right? Do you agree with that commentary? Type a 1 in the room if you do. If you think I'm just flapping my jibs just to hear myself talk, type a 2 in the room. All right? I think that what we're seeing today is anticipatory and it's sentimental because we've had a tough market. People want to see the market move up. People want any reason that they can get to push the market higher. That's what they want. And is that a bad thing? No, it's not the bad thing, but don't lose sight of what's really happening. That's what I'm saying. Don't lose sight of what's really happening. Okay? You may see Glenn and me at the intersection with a sign saying we'll work for, hell no, I'm not going to be on that road. I don't want to, Kirby, as long as you're my friend, you ain't going to be in that situation either. How about that? All right? Euphoria is a death knell. Ooh. Don't fight the Fed, but looking at BTM in a few months. Listen, again, you hear me saying it here. I still feel that the market is bearish overall. But I'm not telling you to fight this. This is an upward move. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it with a beautiful up day. All right? But is the market itching to rally? Let's go back to this page. Let me go back to my home page. Is the market itching to rally? Primary wave is up. Yeah, guy. Primary wave is up. Underlying trend in the market is up. Is the DEW up? I don't even know yet. I don't want to get too much into market timing. I do that on Mondays, not here. But I think that the move, look at all of the yellow and the color guard. The caution sign is still out. I don't know yet. I don't know if we're itching to rally. I don't know yet. All right, bearish now, but the market is predicting the future. Is it predicting the future? Do you really think, let me move that down. Do you really think this is a predicting of the future? Let's go put this on a 1-year graph. You do see this, right? You do see this. You guys are, and guess what? We've had moves up. We've had moves up. We had a nice move up. We're not even at the amount of up that we had back here. And a lot of the moves are predominantly what? Oil and energy. So I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I'm not trying to push you away from the market. I'm just trying to keep it real. And I don't think a lot of people on YouTube keep it real. And I want to keep it real with you. I think that that's worth it. If you like the realness, hit the like button. If you like the realness, hit the man, it's hot in here. It's getting hot in here. I'm going to take off all my clothes. I am getting too hot. I'm going to take my clothes off. It's hot. I think that's just me talking. And it's just hot in this room. All right. Let's go back to my viewers tab. All of the major indices are up. Big stock news. I got nothing. I got nothing today. I think that all of the news on stocks, whatever stocks that are moving, I think they're being overshadowed by the CPI number. So I got no real stocks that I wanted to talk about today. Everything that I wanted to talk news-wise was about the Fed. A couple of the Fed people are out there thinking that he needs to keep on raising the rates and that it's okay for him to overshoot. But it all comes down to what he says. All of the sectors, today is a big day, Jim. I'm with you today. And what am I telling you? I'm telling you to take advantage of it. I'm telling you to take advantage of it. But what I don't want you to lose sight of is this, Jim. That's what I don't want you to lose. That's a downtrending market. And that's over the last year, Jim. Yeah, all of the industries, I'm with you. And take it and make that money. But this is the market. All right. Glenn, turn that energy down a few notches. All right. Here we go. All right, let's go look at the rest of my watch lists. Let's go to the hottest industries. There we go. Oh, somebody has said time to buy 9. Let me go see here. Not in this list. I got 9 in one of my lists to take a look at. All right, so I turned the energy down. I think it was getting too hot, so I turned it down a little bit. In order to get to the hottest industries, let me show you the search that I use. I go to the Unisearch. I built this search called 10-day RT Delta, strong industries. All right. Where I'm looking at RT Delta over the last 10 days, that it's positive, where it was 10 days ago and where it has been currently. And what I did is looked at the top 1, the top 5, and I took the top 2 by VST out of these industries. So let me run this real quick. You can see that the 10-day RT Delta on electrical connectors was at 13% over the last 10 days, up 55%. This is an industry on the rise. Office equipment, only 7% in Delta from 10 days ago, up 51% in the last 2 days. When will we get it confirmed up? Still going to ignore it? Who says I'm ignoring it? I'm not ready to get there yet. So low wonder, slow your roll. I got this. All right. So I'm not ignoring it. If you ever think I'm ignoring it, I answer more of your questions than probably anybody else out there in this whole freaking YouTube space. So don't take it there. I'm not ready to talk about it yet. I'm looking at retail mail order, 11% 10 days ago, RT Delta, 50% over the last week. Retail, 9.84%. So I took the top 2 stocks from each one of these industries and put them into a list. And my list today is my hottest industries. Here's 2 from each industry. If I scroll over, nicely well rounded out, all right, except for I've got industry, electronic semiconductor, manufacturing, connectors, home furnishings, mail order direct. I got this nicely laid out as far as diverse. These are some stocks that I want you to keep your eyes on. That's all I got to say about that. Take a picture of this, whatever you need to know. Take a picture of this. I'm going to go through these stocks real quick. And if these are the hottest stocks in the hottest industries, let's go look at a 3-month graph. I'm going to go through these each real quick. I'm going to go through these each real quick. Come on. There we go. RMBS. One reason why I really like these stocks are going to be the earnings per share because they're all sorted by VST. Look at these. Now, this is ugly, but it's in an industry and the stocks in the industry should move higher. This is a little uglier. I would pay more attention. I would wait on that. ETD, Ethan Allen, moving up. Purple, big jump. I'm wondering if that was an earnings play. Yep, that was an earnings play. A lot of give back. Be careful with that one. Even though I like these stocks, I still want you to do your due diligence. SITM bouncing off support, 3.8 cross. I like the move. I don't like the earnings per share, though. I'd be careful with that. RT just went above 1. I'd be careful with that. I'd be very, very careful with that one. This one's moving up, rising earnings, coming up on a 3-month high. I like the move on that one. Flowers, look at that. Pulled back for 2 days. The 3 and the 8 held on end of day. Look at the big jump up. Be careful. Earnings per share is not backing it up. Again, even though I like these stocks as industries that are moving, watch the earnings per share, watch the earnings per share, watch the earnings per share. Going to the next one, be careful with this one as well and with that one as well. All right, but these are industries that are on the rise. I took the top 2 by VST to create this watch list. Sending flowers to Marines today. Rod, thank you for that, Roger. Glenn, sir, always answers. Hold on, what did Ravi say? Thank you for that, Ravi. Hold on. Dang it, I lost it. How did I lose it? There it is. I lost it again. Always answers. I didn't mean to put that up. Steve does answer questions. I didn't want to put that up there like that. All right. I would rather see the Fed overshoot rates, better for our markets, I feel, says Robert. I'm with you as far as that is concerned. What do you think of the bull ETF, Stephanie? Let's see if I have time for that. I like cherry picking the top 20 in the stock viewer. That's a great way to find some of the best stocks. And actually, I got some stocks like that for my picks for you today. Short-term plays. All right, someone said the investment of the day. Well, I like to address all different types of investors. All right, so my short-term plays, stocks that have gone up bigly today. SHFS up 100% today. Do I like these stocks? Let's go see if they have the wherewithal to keep moving up. They're big movers today. Well, the market's up big today. These are big movers today. Let's put this on a 1-month graph. Do I like this move? That's probably earnings or news driven. That was earnings. I don't know. Look at that's a 1-month graph. That's a 3-month graph. Big move today, but look at that. Stock's been in a downtrend. I'm not sure I really like that for a longer term play, even though it's a big move today. SHFS. Big move today, not an earnings play, not a lot of data on it, a lot of give back. Be careful with that. I'm trying to see if there's, here's one. Big move, very little wick at the top. Love the earnings on this too. This is probably a news on this earnings. Man, a drug company that did good on earnings looks great. All right, I like this one. It's right so far up that it's at the 1-month high. Very little give back. I like this one. Thank you, Maria. I like this one on big volume and rising earnings. Keep your eyes on that. Keep your eyes on that stock. Here's another one, apps. Very little wick at the top. This was an earnings play. Broke through 2 levels of resistance on big volume. Ooh, watch the earnings per share, though, but I do like the move on it. And the last one is MGNI. Big gap up. Broke through 2 levels of resistance. Very little wick at the top. It's still overall, that's a 3-month, it broke out of a 3-month downtrend. That may not be a bad play. That may not be a bad play. All right. So those are my short-term plays. For those of you who are more position traders, let me give you some swing trade plays. Here we go. 9. There it is. 9 is in my swing trade plays. 9 is in my swing trade plays. Let's graph all of these. So my swing trade plays are stocks that I don't mind owning. Look at the last month. Bottom left, top right, good earnings, rising earnings, good volume. I like this stock. Can we look at the inflation reading up close, even though headline cooled isn't? Yep, we're going to look at that real close. I'm going to look at the inflation picture along with the VectorVest composite to talk about a confirmed call. So I'm going to look at both of those things, Michael, because I'm going to give you, remember, I'm sitting here yelling at the top of my lungs about what's going on, but I'm going to give you a visualization of what's going on with inflation as well. All right. So I like MNRL, petroleum stock, rising volume, very good volume, above average volume, rising earnings, bottom left, top right, like that play. 9, another one, bottom left, top right, rising earnings. That's why these are my swing trade plays, folks. I'm loving these plays. ACGL, insurance, so something outside of the energy and oil. ACGL, 3-month high, actually 1-month high, rising earnings. Volume, I'm not liking the volume so tough. Just keep your eyes on that one. Now, AER, aerospace and defense, bottom left, top right. I'm not feeling the earnings though, but good volume, good RT, new high over the last month. I would be careful when it comes down to the earnings per share. All right, speculative plays. For those people who are looking for speculative plays, I got you. Remember, with a speculative play, the fundamentals behind the stock are not so good, but they are moving up. Not all of them have positive earnings, but these are probably news-driven. Most of them are going to be overvalued, but the big thing for me is that they're not fundamentally sound, but they are moving up, and they are between a buy and a hold. All right, and let's go put this on a 1-month graph as well. Woof. ACET, love the bump up in earnings, love the graph. Next one, AMLX. Now, why do I like this as a speculative play? Watch the bounce off of support, the 3-8 cross. I like the 3-8. And how about finding a stock when the 3-8 cross? I like that. It still has to get up to this level of resistance to make me get more confirmation. ELF on the shelf. Look at the rising earnings per share, rising stock. Even here, it kept you in rising. And again, these are my speculatives. So they're not fundamentally sound, but they are moving up in price. 3-8 crossed back up today. I'd like confirmation of breaking through that 1-month high. Earnings per share looks good. And my last one, Rover, same thing. Earnings per share, not only looking at the 3-8, crossed, challenged, went back up today. Good volume and rising earnings per share. All right, now I'm going to go back to the graphs. I'm going to take a deeper look into the VectorVest composite. Let's go to market timing. Question came up about the confirmed call. Oh, man. I really don't want to get into the confirmed call here. You know why? Because I got a lot of people here that pay for the software. And I got a lot of people here that don't subscribe to the software. I want to give the market timing, and I'm going to go look at a different graph. I'm going to look at the market climate. But I want to give the market timing its just due to the people who pay for it. If you're not a subscriber to the VectorVest software and you would like to get more information about our market timing that we talk about each and every night, take a 99-cent trial. Joey, put up the link up there. 99-cent trial gives you access to the VectorVest software for 30 days for 99 cents. From a market timing perspective, the only time on a live stream I want to talk about market timing is going to be on midday markets on Mondays. On Thursdays, I'm not going to. So I'm going to back off of looking at the confirmed call. If you are a subscriber, we're going to give you that information. We give that information to you every day. All right, to every day. But you know something? I'm a big fan of people pay for the service. They are the ones that should be able to get, and they will. They get that market timing. You want to know what the confirmed call is going to do? We'll talk about that every night. All right, so for those people who are subscribers to the software, does that sound fair to you? All right, I want to hear from you because I don't want to give away what you guys get. All right, does that sound fair to you to do that? Yes or no? Type of 1, yes. Type of 2 if you don't care. Type of 1 if that sounds fair, especially to the people who are not subscribers to the VectorVest software. All right, M says no. Well, then if you don't have, listen, fully fair, Glenn is great. The one person that says no, really? You say no? Are you, M. Sharbeck? Are you a subscriber to the VectorVest software? David says no too. M. Sharbeck, are you a subscriber to the software? And if you say no, because you're not a subscriber to the software, is especially why I'm telling you, that's why I'm doing it. All right? You are, then M. Sharbeck, you get that information. You get that. Every night in the Daily Color Guard, we give you that information. That tells me now that you don't watch the Daily Color Guard. Whose fault is that? Not mine. All right. And it's there for you. We put it out there for you because you are a subscriber. All right. Tell you what I am going to do. I will talk about the CPI number. All right. Let's go put on CPI and let's go put on T-notes. And let's go take off the ETI, take off the 50-day moving average. All right. Treasury notes. Okay. Long-term rates. Looking at the CPI. All right. The CPI, the inflation number is doing what? Rising. But what is it doing most recently with the most recent stories that are coming out? It's pulling back a little bit. Treasury, T-notes, doing what? Rising. Let's go look. 4.148. Look at the difference between the two. All right, for all of everybody who thinks, all right, and this is a visualization. For everybody who still thinks that the Fed can pull back, we still got about a 4-point differential between the two. I see that, Joey. We got a 4-point differential between the two. After looking at this graphic, I want you to honestly answer this question. Do you think that the Fed has the wherewithal to pull back on raising interest rates? Type of 1, if you think that he's justified in doing it. Type of 2, if you feel he's going to stay the course. This is a visual representation of inflation compared to the T-notes. Anybody want, answer the question. Do you think he's got the wherewithal to pull back? Or number 2, do you think he needs to keep moving? And for everybody, and I'm putting this up there, for everybody who honestly thinks that the Fed needs to pivot. Folks, this is the data. This is the data. A 4-point spread. Let's go see if I can put this back 5 years or so. A 4-point spread. And look at the notes running down, inflation running down. But when they started running together, and that pull away, that's a lot. Not pivot, but slow down. All right? I still think that if you're looking at the data today, that 4-point spread, what was it here? A little less. What was it here? CPI, there was 10 notes. Yeah, that's close in number. They were fine. But let's see where they started pulling apart. 2.6 CPI, 1.59. That was still doable. Let's go look here. CPI 5.4 in the Treasury notes. That's pulling apart. That's pulling apart and pulling apart and pulling apart. Even though inflation is starting to pull back a little bit, we still got a distance to cover. All right, we still have a distance to cover. The info on the graph is hard to see. Let's go do this. Let's change the style. Let's make that a little darker for you to be able to see it. How about that? T-notes, change the style. Make that a little darker for you to be able to see. And the values, I can't make those darker. The values are at 8 and 4. 4 point something and 8. What is it? 8.20. That's not including today's data, is it? I don't think so. No, not yet. It's still at 8. That'll adjust. Based on it, because this updates once a week. That'll adjust. But there's still a big spread between the two. There's still a big difference between the two. Maria says he should go 50 basis points. I don't think so yet. I think that this spread is too far to say that he's actually real. Now, for those of you who are saying, well, inflation's getting better. Is it? All right, what's the date line here? Inflation's at 9.10. And right now, it's at 8.20. Is that a big enough dent in inflation for him to back off? Folks, think about that. All right, is that a big enough dent from that high point to right now for him to back off? I'm just putting that out there. All right, so you wanted me to take a deeper look at inflation. VectorVest analyzes that for you, and there it is. All right. Let's go. I got no day trade plays for you. I do have my picks. All right, with the current market's condition, and I'm telling you that you should take what the market gives you. Oh man, that's not my picks. What happened? What happened to my picks? That's not them. I put them into the wrong. Wow, that wasn't my picks. Really? Oh, no. Maybe this is, I was only 5 stocks. These are my picks. These are all stocks that are all fundamentally sound and that are all going up for the most part. AMD is the only one that's not going up. All of these stocks have positive earnings and they're growing their earnings at double-digit clips. So I think that if you're going to take advantage of the market's move up now, I put out here 5 stocks that I want you to keep your eyes on. I tried to keep them separated out to make sure that we were evenly diversified. Only 2 petroleum, 1 building, 1 electronic, and 1 drug. All right, these are my picks for you going into the next week. If we graph them all real quick, let's go peep them out, put them on a 3-month graph. LNG, because it's a petroleum stock. I would keep my eye on it. All right. I do like CPRX. How many of you have made money on this stock? I talked about this stock a while ago. Stock is still on my radar. Rising earnings. I do like it. Musa is getting smoked. I still think that it's a petroleum pick. Keep your eyes on it. I wouldn't buy it now, though. UFPI building wood products. Love the 3E8 crossed about 3 days ago. Watch the earnings per share, though. Remember, I'm looking at these stocks from a more fundamental perspective for you to keep your eyes on. Watch the earnings on this, but I do like the move up. Joey, put me on my last screen. All right.
Please?
Listen.
Please?
Yeah, you can if you want to. Please, Joey. Thank you. Whatever. Stop being such a little crybaby. Hi. Such a little crybaby. I'm not bossy. When am I bossy?
You're in charge here.
I am in charge here. I'm the talent.
You're not.
Yes, I am.
Man, you're like fourth in charge.
Oh, whatever.
Not even second.
Whatever. You're such a hater. Oh my gosh, you're such a hater. All right, folks. If you like the commentary that we had today, don't forget to hit the like button. And listen, I'm not afraid of opposing positions, and the questions I ask are not meant to say that I'm right about everything. I like to open up the dialogue to listen to you guys. I want to hear what you guys got to say. This is all about you. I'm just a facilitator on this channel. Joey is my producer. I don't know why he thinks that I'm bossy. I swear I don't think, because I don't know what's wrong with him. I think, I don't know what happened to him as a kid. And you know, I need to pray for you. That's what I'm going to, I need to pray for you. All right. Finally bought a mug since Glenn never gives them out anymore. Thank you, Salt Shaker. I appreciate that. All right. I got to go. You know me, I want to get to 100 likes. We got 87. If we don't get 100 likes, we don't. It's okay. Is the market rise today mostly about CPI or partly due to politics? I think it's a combination of the both, Corey. From the political side, I think the ambiguity of what the Congress is going to be made up of actually is a draw down on the market, but the big draw up today was the CPI number. Does that make sense, Corey? I think it's a combination of the two. One pulling down, one pulling up. I think the big winner today is the CPI number pulling the market up. All right. Fed has to stop playing and go. I'm with you on that, Tyree. Fed has to stop and go with the 1 basis point. I think that I've been saying that for the longest time, but he just won't do it. Can the Fed steer the economy to a soft landing? Drew, I think that it's out there to see if it can be done. A lot of people still don't think that we're in a recession. I think that we are. I think a lot of people. So if that's the case, can he still steer us to a soft landing? The answer to that is possible. It's possible. All right. Look at Joey seeking up. Way to go. Whatever. Cigar. Whatever. All right. I got to go. Folks, happy birthday to the United States Marine Corps today. And tomorrow is Veterans Day. We remember the people who served and gave their lives. But I'm also going to reach out to say thank you all for out there who have served. We are thankful for you to have served as well. So with that, I got to go, folks. We got 100 likes. Look at that. You go, guys. I love you guys today. When are we meeting in person? Oh, yeah, Joey. We can talk to him about that, right? Huh?
What? Now you're talking to me?
I'm always talking to you. Don't be a jerk. Listen, put me back into the software real quick. I got to talk to you about that. I got a promo coming out on it. Should I wait for the promo? Joey?
For what now?
For Tampa.
No, go ahead. Tell him.
All right. So we got Tampa coming up live in person. Go to here. We're going to go to this website. I want you to go to www.vectorvest.com/Tampa. We've got a 2-day coming up, folks. I'm going. Joey's going to be there too. All right. We a 2023 2-day investment seminar live. We're going to be there live. These are all of the people who will be there. Look at me. Look at that handsome devil. Right, Joey? Look at that handsome guy. Whatever. All right. So that's going to be on January 6th and 7th. You can sign up for it now. It's at a low price if you want to take advantage of it. You get to meet all of us that will be presenting. Jerry, Stan will do a live presentation. Jim will be there. Ray, my boss, will be there. All of our bosses, Linda Royal will be there. There's me, there's Steve Chappell, there's Ron Wheeler, and then there's David Paul. So you want to meet any of us in person, go to the live event. You better hurry up, though, because seats are going to go. All right. I just came from Tennessee, Drew. I was just in Tennessee. I was in Gatlinburg. Actually, we were in Pigeon Forge. I just was there. All right, so before we go, I wanted to talk to you about that as well. There's going to be a promo video coming out. Don't forget to watch it. But it's going to be fun, and we get to finally go and meet up in person again for those of you who feel comfortable with doing that. All right, now put me back on the last screen. All right, folks, I got to go. That's a 3,000-mile drive. Huh? Please, Joey, will you please put me back on my last screen?
Whatever you want, Glenn. Whatever you want.
Wow. You sound salty.
Glenn's world.
You sound salty. 3,000. Where are you at in Tennessee? You're probably too far away from me. All right, I gotta go. Everybody's leaving. All right, adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. For all my peeps in Florida and in Puerto Rico, still praying for you guys. South Carolina and down in Florida is getting ready to get hit with another tropical depression, Nicole. That happens to be one of my daughter's name. I wonder if she's sitting back going, yay. All right, anyway, still praying for you people down there. Bon dia, salam, shalom, namaste, ya. Until next time, folks, see ya.